sister dolls, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Hair Talk Tuesday. Before I begin, I have to thank all of my new subscribers and all of my current subscribers. I thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. It was originally about my journey, and now we have turned it into something great. So I thank you for watching, and I hope that you come back every single week for another Hair Talk Tuesday. So let's get into today's topic. Today we're going to talk about something that has been just driving me absolutely insane. So if you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I posted a video that was talking about the controversy surrounding white women braiding black women's hair. And then to top it off, it was about the Rachel Dolezal chick. I can't. Between her and Kim K, seriously. So I posed the question, and if you did not get a chance to respond, I want you to leave your comments below to tell me what you think about this. But I posed the question on my Instagram to say, what do you think about it? So let's just recap. I'm going to read to you exactly what the video says because I think it's important that we understand the question here and also that we get our opinions in check. So after the video was posted, the caption says, Rachel Dolezal is out here bragging on her braiding styles for black women. She's officially doing the most, but she makes us wonder, can white women do black women's hair? Okay, so before I read to you, because I did pose this question onto my Facebook page, and my question was, what do you think about this and why? Like, why do you think it's so important? So before I get into the comments that were read, I just want to say first and foremost that I am a lover of all hair. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, doesn't matter. I feel like if you have this skill set, which, hello, if you spent time in school, wherever you went, you have learned how to do everything pretty much. So if you have the skill set to slay some braids, I mean, come, does it matter if you're African American? Why is it that we feel like we are the owners of something all the time? So I just want to get into why I feel this way. First of all, I feel like hair is universal. And I absolutely love when someone actually embraces another cultural style. But I will say that as an African American, I get sick of other African Americans thinking that we are the owners, creators, originators of everything. Now, with that being said, braids did start in Africa. Sure, we're in America. That's number one. But I get the history behind it. I understand like why we want to keep it to ourselves. I got it. I get it. You get it. Great. However, there are styles that we do that did not originate with us. For instance, the halo braid. That was a Dutch style. That was not ours. The the two long braids like Pocahontas, Native American. African Americans didn't originate that. Yet we rock it and no one says anything to us about it. Now, here's the part that I don't like, and I will be frank. When we do something and they're beautiful, original lemonade braids, for example, and then we get called, oh, look at her with her ghetto weave all the way down to her butt. However, you have someone like Kim Kardashian who does it, and they're called something totally different as if they were never cornrows. they come up with some name for them. Like, for instance, when Chloe did the 2 braids down to the side, first of all, those are not African Americans, this is just braids, okay? And they called them boxer braids. Well, those are cornrows. They've been cornrows forever, okay? And they didn't originate with us, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't make her less ghetto or me more ghetto or whatever. It is a style. A style is a style is a style. If we decide to wear a protective style, that's our business. And I do not like the fact that African Americans get deemed as ghetto when we decide to do something with our hair, but when someone who is not African American does it, it's in style. Ugh. So anyway, now that I've given you my opinion, I want to read some opinions of my followers. And I picked out 2. I had some emails as well, and we're not going to go into those because, well, anyway. Okay, so one said, honestly, I'm having mixed feelings about it. A part of me is like, yeah, she's right, meaning the young lady who did the video saying that it's like culture jacking. Okay. White women shouldn't do black hair or wear our hairstyles because we can never have anything exclusively for us. And once they do it, it's so innovative. As if we haven't been rocking cornrows and bantus, but the other half of me is like, who cares? It's like a hairstyle. It's not that deep. I agree. I also agree with the point that she said that it is sometimes we can't have things that are exclusively ours. But I think that's what makes America great. Like, why can't we share? Why we want other people to understand our culture and embrace it and embrace us, but don't take our stuff. Okay, so and then I had another person comment, and it's more about Rachel than anything. She says, as it pertains to Rachel, I'm not here for her pretending to be black. So I'm not here for her braiding hair. But I do think white women shouldn't wear black hairstyles. I don't agree with it. That's if they don't have credit where it's due, unlike the Kardashians. I understand what cornrows mean to our culture, the history, the heritage, but if that's the case, we shouldn't dye our hair blonde or wear our hair straight or have extensions. It's a double-edged sword, but I think it's okay if they know where it comes from. I agree. I think that our job as African Americans, similar to those who are Caucasian, those who have a background being Irish, all of these different things, like especially like St. Patrick's Day, it's like if you can integrate into someone's culture and really learn what it means, understand where it comes from. Who's to say that the Kardashians don't know the history behind cornrows and braids? It's the media that makes you think that these people are ignorant to what is going on, or they don't know the history behind it. The media makes us divide each other up. The media will sit here and say, well, do you think it's appropriate for her to be doing this and that and whatever, because black girls do it and yada yada, to start us to feel like we need to separate ourselves from each other. And I don't agree with that at all, because I feel like as someone who's a hairstylist, I want to learn about different hair. Like, how am I going to tell a Caucasian girl or a white girl, you can't do black girls' hair, but I myself have had clients who are white. So do we have white girls saying that black girls can't do our hair? I don't get how people are so stuck on being this pro-black, where there's like a definition as to who can do your hair. Let me tell you something. When I was in college, this girl, white girl. As a matter of fact, I want to say she was like Italian. She had an Italian background. Because when I say slay some hair, I had my friends going to her. We were all looking for someone to do our hair in college. Sure, she was a white girl. Sure, she was afraid to get to them roots. But guess what? I sat there and I told her what to do, and I said, "Don't be worried, honey. We've been burnt with more pressing combs in our mom's kitchen." But I taught her how to get to the root, girl. She could slay a flat iron and then cut your hair in layers and color it. Let me tell you something. I think it's important for us, especially as a stylist, to grow. Like, why would you stay one dimensional? There's no money to be made in our field if we only cater to those who look like us. That's not what it's about. There's no money for them on that end if they only cater to people that look like them. It's like, broaden your spectrum, step outside of your box, and stop trying to make everybody like you. I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to be like you. I want to be like me, and I want to embrace everything. Like I said, I do have a problem with the people who think that there's something wrong when we do things versus them. But if you feel like you want to rock cornrows and you really appreciate the culture and you appreciate where they've come from and you understand the history, like, I'm here for it. Do you. Like, big ups to you, because let me tell you something. Who don't care is these Africans that come here and they open up these braid shops. They don't care that there's a white girl sitting in their chair getting braids. They don't care. They want the money. Do not care. I don't care either. I don't think. Now, Rachel Dolezal, that's a whole nother story. Like, we could go on and on about her. That to me is, whew, too much. She's a whole nother page. But when you're talking about just, can she do someone's hair? If she has the skills, as long as she not trying to teach y'all about slavery and talking about, we're telling you fake stories about her made up ancestors that she may have known that crossed the railroad or went through the Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman. As long as she not doing that, then who cares? Who cares? I started to make this video when they were talking about Kim and her braids. Y'all, I don't even care about her, because I honestly feel like between her and Kanye, whenever the media stops talking about them, they do something else crazy just so that we can talk about them again. So she throw braids in her hair every time they stop talking about her. Instead of start focusing on her other sisters or somebody else, she throw braids in her hair. It's just something to talk about. I don't care. But my point is that I really honestly don't have a problem with other races embracing our culture. I think it's flattering. It's like, imitation is the best form of flattery. And I'm not saying that they're trying to imitate us, but I do feel like that's, thank you. I appreciate that. And if you want to sit in my chair, come do it, and I will gladly braid your hair. So listen, why don't you put your comments below? Tell me what you think about this whole thing. I know there's going to be so many people with differences of opinions. I just read you two different ones, even though kind of they were saying a similar thing to what I'm saying. But I mean, to each their own. Like, just as long as you aren't braiding "I hate black people" in your hair, like, I don't care. I don't care. I think we should all just move on and not allow the media to cloud our heads. Like, if you're a Christian, especially, we shouldn't even be talking about this. Like, move on, and allow Rachel to have her identity crisis over here and keep it moving. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Either comment below or follow me on Facebook and Instagram and find the video. Thank you guys for watching another Hair Talk Tuesday. Catch us next week. If you have a topic you would like for me to cover, make sure that you put them below. You can also email me. I'll put my email address down below. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.